excited about my gumbo once again. Gumbo is always exciting. If only I could go to New Orleans. I've always wanted to go there. I know now is not a good time to tour the country. The time to have toured the country would be before the country was falling the fuck apart. Or maybe now is the perfect time to tour the country. Maybe now is the perfect time to kiss this country goodbye, right? I mean, all the blue states have been completely ruined by their policies. And it's not just the policies, y'all, it's the people there too, man. You can't ignore that shit. Because the people make the policies come into fruition. The policy would be useless if there weren't people there to enforce it and to go along with it, you know what I mean? I'm not saying this to vilify anybody. But you can't criticize anybody in this country without people thinking that you're some kind of bigot. But let's face it, in every segment of time, there's always been a group of people that are more vilified than others. There's always been a group of people that you can publicly criticize and it's totally fine. Those people have always been outsiders, okay? Now you can say outsider for various reasons. You can say that they're an outsider because of their nationality. You can say they're an outsider because of their race. You can say they're an outsider because they're crazy. You can say they're an outsider because they represent the unknown. Now, I've always been the type of person that's warmed up to minorities. Whether they're minorities for identity, like in relation to their skin color, or they're minorities in relation to their religion, or they're minorities in relation to just the way that they look at things. They're all different types of ways that you can be an outcast, y'all. But I've always been a minority because I'm a schizo, and being schizo, especially being a woman, is very weird because most schizos are men, and there's a reason for that. Men have awareness, women do not. You want proof of this? It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Just look at a bitch and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? And you call me sexist all you want. Right is rain. It's acid rain too. So expect it to pour on your ass and it won't be pretty. Because women are horrible and the way that they behave is not acceptable. I've always said this. I've said this since the late 80s, early 90s. I couldn't understand why it's acceptable for women to whine and play the victim and get away with murder. They literally get away with murder. Every single day they get away with murder. And it's not just through abortion. It's not just abortion that I'm talking about. If a man commits the same crime as a woman, she gets less time. Because people sympathize with women. They look at women like we're victims when we're anything but. That's why female sex traffickers are a lot more successful. Because women are more likely to trust women for reasons that I will never understand. Nothing scares me more than giant packs of women. You guys? Y'all can say I'm a misogynist all you want. This isn't misogyny, this is tough love. If women behave better, I wouldn't criticize them as much as I do. Think of me as maybe a modern version of Camille Paglia. I can't stand the way that people behave badly, and we don't ever address the conduct. We don't ever address the bad behavior. We just whittle it down to, well, this person's oppressed, and that's why they're acting like that. Now, granted, there are certain cases that you can make for particular aspects of what I call feminism, because it's not feminism. I don't think that there's anything feminist or feminine about going along with this shit show of culture, putting women in charge. Hell the fuck no. That's been a mistake from the get-go. Which is why Karl Marx wanted it that way. He said, put women in charge because they play the victim just like I do. Who's really good at whining? Let's put them in charge. Feminism. It's an extension of communism, okay? Everything is an extension of communism. Like all this stuff that they're pushing now with the freight train of sexual deviance, as I lovingly refer to it. That doesn't mean I hate the fact that you're whatever letter you claim to be, okay? That doesn't mean I hate you. Once again, this is tough love. It's not good for the culture. If it's not good for the culture, it's not good for society. It means it's not good for children, and children are the future, so it doesn't make any sense to go along with this stuff. If it's bad on children, that means it's going to be bad on the future. Period, point blank. You can say that's bigoted all you want. I really don't give a fuck. Oh, shit. Just ran over a bump, y'all. That's what happened. It's okay. We can't always see the future.